Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. Read a real interesting little article that WorldNet Daily posted. And it had to do with China. You know, the Chinese for years wouldn't allow a family to have more than one child. And they've loosened that up now. Now they can have 2 children. And the problem is, because they're only allowed to have one child, millions of girls that would have been born weren't allowed to live. And the reason that is because if you only allowed one child, the Chinese wanted to have a son. And the reason that is because the son would, in most cases, look after their parents as they go on into their senior years. Well, now they've got another problem, because they've killed all of these little girls. There aren't enough girls for the men. Yeah. So, millions of Chinese men will be without a woman. So what does that do? Well, that creates a market. Yeah, it creates a market for women from other countries that are kidnapped, brought into prostitution, brought into the country to help offset the fact that there aren't females there. Pretty nuts, huh? You know, that's like when Reverend Wright said the chickens came home to roost. This is a prime example. This is what happens when the government sticks their nose into things that they shouldn't stick their nose into. Most families have an idea as to how many children they can support, how many children they can feed. The government shouldn't be the ones that tells them. The article also said that now that they're allowed 2 children, if they try to have more, well, the government can just take the woman and abort the child, even in the 9th month of pregnancy. Isn't that nuts? But that's what happens when a government runs amok. You know, amok, like out of control, which is exactly what we got going here. Our government is out of control. We're being dictated to by a dictator. He hasn't come out and said he's a dictator yet, but unless he's removed from power by our military, I don't think it'll be too long before he does exactly that. The chickens have come home to roost here as well. What do you think? I told you what I think.